racing. And they appear to begin in a very even line. Early interest being shown by Mercante in the red blinkers. Tawny Port to his inside. Old Crazy Bone and Corruption's working down the outside, followed fifth by Vote No. And then comes a line of four. El Razine inside, Utah Beach, Anglophile. And wider out, Fort Washington is struggling to find a parking spot in the early going. A gap of 2.5 lengths. Grand Sonata second last. And Divan Propos last of all. 1 mile and 1/8 left to run. Jose Ortiz lets Corruption stride. It's Corruption into the backstretch, opening up 3 lengths on Mercante, followed by Old Crazy Bone. Tawny Port, Vote No sharing 4th position, with El Razine poking through between that pair, and Fort Washington still out 4 deep. They're followed by Anglophile. Divan Propos is third last, from Grand Sonata and Utah Beach to the 7/8 pole halfway up the hill. The leader is Corruption by 2.5 lengths from Old Crazy Bone and Mercante. Tawny Port and El Razine in the dark blue colours. And Vote No has the green colours, black cap. Fort Washington simply cannot get on the course. And back in the second half of the field then in the white silks would be Anglophile from Grand Sonata, the hot pink and yellow. Divan Propos and the grey Utah Beach. 5/8 of a mile left to run. And Corruption on top by 2 lengths from Old Crazy Bone. And back on the inside comes Mercante. Fort Washington still 3 wide. And then El Razine, 5th one off the fence. Grand Sonata beginning to circumnavigate the field as they jam up coming towards the 3/8 pole. Tawny Port is buried in the ruck together with Divan Propos at the 3/8 pole. Utah Beach is a long way back, and Anglophile is back at the tail of the field as they reach the top of the lane. Just over a 1/4 mile to go. Corruption showing the way from Old Crazy Bone. Mercante back along the inside. They're followed by Grand Sonata, still gaining ground. Fort Washington trying to stick on after a horrid trip. The widest is Utah Beach at the 8th pole, and it's Old Crazy Bone into the lead. Old Crazy Bone kicks away a couple of lengths from the early leader, Corruption. Old Crazy Bone's in front. Flavien Prat on Old Crazy Bone takes the Turf Cup and takes it comprehensively, with Tawny Port flashing into another minor placing in this race. Corruption was third and Mercante fourth.